It's not a bad swim, John. Little deck chairs and everything, look. See if we get one on his nose. He's looking. Oh yeah, there's 6 of them, isn't there?
6 in that little area there, yeah.
He's eating something. Carps.
Some lovely carps. The aquariums.
He's not picking them up though, is he? Oh, he is. He's feeding.
He's feeding something.
Did all the floaters go in?
I haven't put any photos in yet.
No. He's got to eat one of them, surely. You practically hit him on the head with it. Go on. Not interested. This is going to be tough, mate. This is going to be tough.
That's what I said, it's frustrating, you can see them, but catching them is a different matter. But when you do, they are lovely fish.
They're quite dark as well, don't they?
Mm.
We're going to start grubbing around and competing with each other.
Yeah. So I think it's worth piling a bit of bait in.
To say start feeding.
Have a dabble down there for a bit.
He looked at the leaf and then moved away, didn't he? It's fizzing there.
Yeah, it's where you chuck those pellets over, isn't it?
And it's fizzing there. Hello again. Today we're in for a bit of a treat. We're at John's lake. John works nearby and is the owner of his company, owns this lake. So we come down today and we're going to fish it. But there's not many people that fish it very often, so it might be quite hard. I imagine John's going to do well today. He's fished this a few times, but he's not been here for a little while. So hopefully we'll bag a few. 1 or 2 will probably be perfect, no problem at all. But we're going to speak to John and see what he has to say. John's fishing just through there, so we'll go and have a word with him. We'll see how he's fishing today and stuff like that. So, right, so we've found John. Rabbit in a headlights, same as last time. This is his work fishery. Well, work fishery, work lake.
The lake where I work, yeah.
Lake where you work, and he's got a little floater rod down there. Let's see if I can point to it. There, a few roach, and then he's got another rod there on the bottom, trying to find the bloody carp. So, what are you using? What are you doing?
I've got a carp rod out with a solid PVA bag, just load of small mixed pellets in it, 12mm halibut pellet, took a bit of orange corn. On the
Top of manor style.
Top of manor style, did me well there, so I thought I'd give that a try here. And then just float fishing with a few maggots, catching a few little roach, seeing what I can pick up.
So how big's the fish you're going to catch today? Are you going to try and get the 30 or 20 or whatever they are in it? What are they? What are they in it?
Warm up on the 20 and then try for 30. No, there's a lot of nice double figure commons in here. Some, around the £20 mark, and they do go up to sort of 30. So.
Good stuff, good stuff. So hopefully we'll be catching them soon then.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So John, how big is your carp?
Carp's not very big at all, mate.
Smelly little bream.
It's a smelly little bream.
Oh, well, you've not blanked.
It's a fish.
So John's just got his little bream. He's got a few roach and quite a nice roach apparently. With a float rod. Not having much luck with the carp at the moment though. We know where there is carp. Up in the bay at the top is very shallow. I've had a pull, but not really a take. So we can go and just take one rod each up to the bay and see if we can't try and get them feeding up there. There's a couple of carp that were taking a halibut pellet earlier on. So we'll see how we do up there. Hopefully we'll be a bit better than down here. We'll leave the rest of the stuff here, just take unhooking mat, a net each, or one net and then a rod each, and a few baits, and hopefully we can get at least one in, and then we'll be happy enough that we're not blanking. So hopefully the next picture you see will be fish feeding, and then one of us with the fishing around, so cross fingers there. Well then, John, camera in your face again.
Thanks, mate.
So we moved up from the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, moved up from the dam end, the deep end of the lake, up to shallower area up here. It's a nice number of nice looking carp cruising around in the shallows. Chucked out a solid PVA bag. This one's cruising around over the top of it at the moment. So hopefully he'll put his head down and start to feed and might get a bite.
Does it look like the right size? Is that size of carp that you want?
That size carp will do for a start.
I think he's about there. Just where that tree shadow is, isn't it? There's quite a few moving around, so hopefully if your one shoots off, I'm going to nick your tactics. And then, yeah, we'll both be on the PVA bags. So, my bait is just there. I've got a controller float on, and then I've got a squab, a bloodworm squab on the end, single bloodworm squab. I'll show you what they look like if I can get up the bank without falling over. That's what that is there. And then a few handfuls around that. That's what I'm banking on. Alright, so I'm up a tree at the moment, just trying to look see where these fish are. They've moved down a little bit. Hopefully they'll come back up. John's just putting a bit of bait in to try and get their attention. I've got the polarizers back on with £3 Argus specials. And hopefully these fish will start moving back. The sun's not in the bay at the moment, so I don't know if they're going into deeper water to try and get warm, but hopefully they'll turn around and they'll come back. I've got a chod rig on with a white dumbbell, and that's what got me with 17, 8 or 9 or whatever it was before. They've I was looking at it, it was literally inches away, and he just turned away and wandered off. So hopefully they'll wander back up again in a minute, and we'll try and get their attention. Let's see. Where are we? There's my rod. There's my bait. My bait's about there somewhere. Can't get too close because obviously I'm up this tree. The fish have just moved, I think, down to about here. So we wanted to get them to move back up this way. John's still got his rod there, and his bait's just out in front. But he's fishing on the bottom. He's had a couple of fish feeding above where his bait is, but unfortunately they didn't pick it up. This is proving to be a bit harder than we thought. There's a fish here, fish here, fish here, fish here, fish here, and they were there. So hopefully they'll move. So then, John, what's going on? Why have we moved again?
All the fish have disappeared from that end of the lake, mate. They've all come down to the deeper water, so moved down here to follow them. So hopefully snare one.
Can't seem to see any at the moment though.
Not a lot of any signs at the moment, really. But
what rigs have you got?
just fishing a inline lead set up, PDO bag type, solid PDO bag. It's quite soft and silty. It's a bag helps it sit on top of it. We're getting pulled down into the soft bottom.
It is quite soft, very very soft. So then in 10 minutes, 20 minutes or so we'll probably move down, will we?
Yeah, move back to the main streams where we started off and
to the deeper ends.
To the deep water down by the dam and try down there.
Another bream.
Another bream.
Bugger. Hey? Ah. Bloody horrible shits. So what you got, John?
Another bream, this time on the maggot tip for the maggots. So,
not quite what we're after though, eh?
Not quite what we're after, but keep trying. Bit of half a tree on the line.
Oh, we didn't like that. I need this so I don't blank. Tree off.
Carp's just woken up now, put up a bit more of a scrap. Shout if you want me to put this down and net it. No.
So we can get the twig off. Shows how close I was to the snags, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Little baby one. So that lead's come right off the leader.
Yeah.
room. Come on. Come on, lovely. Come on. That is close.
Shall I net it? You can walk backwards then.
Filming?
Yep.
Right. First little common, first fish of the day. Just about to give up actually. It's taken a while. Just wanged it down the side of the margin there. Just a single pellet, nothing else. Just slapped it out there and it tore off nicely. Got a bit stuck on the twig there, but we got it in eventually. John's help. Cheers, mate.
No problem, mate.
That's there. Hopefully a few more will come. So how about that then? Lovely little common carp there. Only weighed in at £9, but it's so lean. Not a bit of fat on it. Not a fat bone in its body. Not a bit of fat on it. It's a beautiful little fish. John says that they're all pretty much the same, so I can't imagine an upper 20 coming out of that. It's going to look absolutely stunning. But it'd be beautiful if you grab one of those, but it's going to be tough. In one carp out the whole day. We was here at probably 8:30 this morning, had a kick around for an hour. And John's just had a couple of bream and then a load of roach on the float. You literally see the fish out there and they're just not interested. Just not interested in feeding, and I think I was pretty lucky. It was just a single halibut pellet. Just one little single halibut pellet in the margin. Just probably 20 yards up the margin with side cast. You're having to side cast here because it's the trees are come straight across the top of the swim, so it's really difficult to get out there. It's probably only 30 yards across, but you just can't get across there unless you're side casting because of the trees. But no, we're doing okay. One's not bad. It's better than getting 50 and then just getting bored of the place. But if they're all looking like that, it's going to be a fantastic little spot for us. Hopefully we come up here a bit more often. And John's practicing the easy stick at the moment. He's gone to the end of the lake and he's firing them up the length of the lake to see how far he can get. You know, I'm probably 150 yards up the lake and he's just got one straight into my swim from down the bottom there. So he's doing a bit of practice. We'll probably if we go up to Thorpe Lee or something like that, maybe. We've been meaning to get out there for quite a while now. But I'll put the halibut pellet back out there, a bit of chain reaction, tutti frutti chain reaction, just to straighten the hook link out. The other one's still on a choddy. I'm not going to change that. I'll leave that as it is because I just really want that to work. So the longer it's out there, the more chance it's got. But the other one, I'm happy where the other one is. I'm happy with where the choddy is, so just keep it as that at the moment. John's still struggling. I'm winning at the moment. It doesn't happen very often at all. I've only beaten once before, and he felt the pain as well. Everyone took the mickey out of him for a while. So hopefully he'll get one in. If he gets one in, and it's better than 9, then he'll retain the trophy, if you like. But yeah, we'll see. It's been very difficult. And literally, that because they don't get fished for at all, they must be grubbing around for all the natural baits. You've got acorns dropping in. We're even considering trying them, but we'll steady on for now, see how we get on, and hopefully another one will tear off shortly. We're not going to be here for much longer, probably an hour or so. But hopefully John will get one soon, and we can get that on camera. But I think he's just sticking with the solid bag still. Was his favourite method, and just fishing like that. So hopefully, like I say, one more will tear off, and I'll be really happy with one more. But to be honest, I'm happy with that one £9. That's a beautiful little fish. So yeah, I'll get back to you in a little while. Hopefully he'll be with John holding a fish, but we'll see. Well, unfortunately, that's it for the day. John's not managed any carp. We're packing up now. It's 5 o'clock, and then it's a Sunday, so get back for work and that. We've got probably a half an hour drive or 45-minute drive back. But never mind, plenty more times that we can come up here and give it a go. We're going to come up next time, make the swims a bit clearer and try and get a bit of casting area. It's, like I say, it's quite tight with the trees here, so next time we'll come prepared and go from there really. Hopefully we'll get a few more. We might try a bit of a bed of bait maybe, and put bait either side of that, and maybe that'll pick them up a little bit, but at the moment we've just got one carp and a load of bream and a load of roach, so I'm happy with that because I won anyway, so thumbs up. But never mind, you win some, you lose some, so I'll see you next time. Cheers.